Hello, hello! It's me, Alice, once again, with some Don't Starve. It's not vanilla this time, though, because we picked the Shipwrecked DLC by accident when we started, so I guess we're playing with some Shipwrecked. I've not played a whole lot of this. This is going to be new and interesting for me. So let's get to it. I guess I'll probably hit continue first, because it always takes a little bit for Don't Starve to load into the game. But yeah. How's everyone been? It's been great. We've been doing really well over here. I got some really cool, exciting stuff happening in life. We got some meetings that we're doing for some life experiments, I guess you could call them. I guess we're still technically at the end of day 3 here. I don't know. I'm just trying out some ventures in life and kind of talking to some people about it, and I got a meeting for that soon. Had a meeting for that. I'm not quite sure when this is going to air in regards to when that meeting is set up for. But it's going to be super exciting. I don't know. We'll see what happens next. Life is always super fun and fantastic, and we're going to seize our own success is the goal. I have a charm over here. I do just like, I don't know, they're like physical reminders that I can bring my own success. Little jar verbs. Cause I'm weird and pagan like that, I guess. But yeah, it's been some fun getting to through all this. It's just cool and different. Alright, so in the last time we were playing, we had almost died. Which is why, where we usually try to keep our mapping pretty straightforward, we are not quite there. So we're just gonna pick a direction and run until we find C. Or something we don't want to be near, and then we're gonna turn around. But we're just gonna keep looking. We're trying to find a place that's better than the one we found already for a good spot for a permanent residence. We have Chester that has a decent amount of ice, which we can use to make him an icebox, which would be really great to get early on. We found Chester day 2, so we're in a really good spot there. Ooh, we actually want to get these spiders on our map, because we're going to want to try to start getting spider silk as early as possible, though we want to try to get a few things settled first. Early as possible being relative, right? Those pigmen being right there is actually really nice, because if we get in over our head with the spiders, we can run over the pigmen, and they'll usually help us out a little bit. But yeah, I'm trying to, like, reach out and branch out and do some new things in life. Nothing with stream or YouTube or anything, except we have started doing Hades runs. We added those to Mondays. Monday afternoon is when all the Hades videos are supposed to be going up. We won't pigeonhole to afternoons, because sometimes YouTube is weird, but Mondays is when those should be going live. Let's have this. Let's just get this gold. Oh, I already have gold. I don't need any more. Okay, fine. Fine. Good. But yeah, we're gonna kind of keep it loose there with whatever, kind of not knowing what's going on with that. But no, it's not gonna change. Shouldn't change much by way of what we're doing here, and I'm kind of here for it in that respect. I can't make a shovel yet, but I was gonna make a shovel and dig up this grave, but I actually can't do that because I don't have technology yet, because I have to build a science machine before I can do that. Why does it feel like I was just here? I know I wasn't. Aha, we found water. Perfect. So we just want water. We're just trying to map, right? We're trying to get as much kind of area figured out as we can, so we can just kind of narrow some spots out. Like, we know we're not going to build an endgame base over here, because there's not really a reason to. There's no benefit to putting it over here. But yeah, it'll be good. So we got some extra food. We did make some extra carrots. Alright, so we're gonna pop some of those in the old pie hole. Because, I'm a little traumatized from our last experience with hunger in this game. We were down to, like, 30, like, 20 hunger. 20 food points. We were real low. Really close to running out of, food. And beginning the process of starving. I was not looking forward to it for probably obvious reasons. The game is actually literally called Don't Starve. So that's always fun. Oh, you know what else I needed to do today? I'll have to do that later today. Oh, we got a whole bunch of spider nests over here. That'll be fun. We're gonna make sure all these get on the map. So you have to get a certain distance to them to actually have the icon pop up on the map. But, like, that was too close, because now these spiders are chasing me, and I don't want that. Oh, but we really don't want these spiders to be chasing me. Well, luckily we've got a decent time before it actually hits true night and isn't just dusk. There we go. We should be able to get away from them. And we're out of the forest, so that's cool. Now we're just in the grass biome. And we're gonna wait till true night before we pause to look at the map. I'm kind of curious as to what we know so far. I don't know how much we know. I mean, I know it's more than we did before. I also don't know how big this world is. Usually I try to get like a dedicated, I don't know, I didn't curate the world this time. Which I only do so I know how big the world is. And usually I decrease the amount of killer bees. Not gonna lie. I don't like killer bees. I was streaming this once and I died to killer bees like 4 times in one night. It was bad. It was not a fun time. No, I mean, I know that's not like the normal, right? Like, it's not often that you just start dying consistently to the same thing, but it's more than just your average little, like, once in a while thing. Oh, we got a spear! Heck yes! Look at that. Can't carry anymore. Well, then let's just put it in Chester. Oh, our ice is about to go bad. Hopefully it's full moon soon. Well, let's make a little campfire. Let's eat these. Let's take this out of here. We're gonna put this on the ground for right now, because we're gonna do this. I don't think it's a full moon, so I don't think it's gonna do anything. But I would rather try and see what happens overnight. And see if we can't get... Yeah, it's not even close. It's okay. It's okay. Worth a shot, I guess. Unfortunately, none of this ice is gonna last. Is the downside. So we're gonna eat it. Because it's not gonna last that long. And it's just gonna go bad in Chester's belly here. Probably before it gets to be the full moon, which is kind of crappy. But it's how it goes sometimes, I guess. Well, let's cook these berries while we have him here. And eat them, I guess, because we don't really have anything else to do with them. We can pick up these rocks back up. Walk over here. We don't need these pine cones. So while it's overnight, we might as well just plant them. And then we can pick that up. We can come back over here. Let's pick up our lighter. I know in this particular setup, it doesn't actually do anything to hold the lighter. Not really. The song is called My Roses. Interesting. I don't know how much you can hear the music. We're using just a royalty-free library over here. You know what we forgot to do? Check the map. So our current thought process is that we're going to set up over here. I don't really like that because it's really far away from what's the center area here. I'd really prefer to try to find, there's a little bit of, you can see right here, there's a little bit of plains there. I'm really hoping we can find some sort of thing there because I would much prefer more centralized kind of setup. We're gonna, Chester did not clearly become an icebox overnight. So hopefully he can last a couple more days, or we're gonna try to find some more ice. I don't know if we'll be able to, but we'll try. Right? Like, worst case scenario, he just fails at becoming an ice chest, which is not ideal, I can tell you that much. But here's another rock biome, maybe. So maybe we can find some ice out here in this rock biome. That'd be great. That'd be great. That'd be really great, actually. I do want to keep an eye on the ice, so I'm going to take one of those out of Chester. We're going to eat that. So I have to find more ice now. If we want Chester to turn into an icebox, we have to find more ice, because we're now short one. That's fine. That's fine. We'll figure it out. I know that in the other rock biome we found... See, look, there's more ice. Look at all this ice, actually. We actually found a whole bunch of it. That's really cool. So we're just gonna take all this, and a whole bunch of this gold, actually, because it's just here. Like, there's no reason not to, right? Oh, there's an iBird, so maybe there is a reason not to, but... We want to get this ice, though. For sure, like, for sure we want to get this ice, because I want to see if we can get one Mr. Chester to be an icebox. Because it will really improve, well, everything. So we have Chester having that giant stack of ice. And I'm going to keep putting ice in it until... Oh, well, I guess until my pickaxe breaks. And then we'll just make a new pickaxe. Now we're gonna run away from Mr. iBird, because we didn't... That was really... Though there's a lot of them. Crap. I don't want to hurt you guys. I'm not about this life. Really not about this life. It's like, I'm really not about that life. We're not trying to hurt you. We don't want your eggs. Not yet. We will want your eggs eventually, but not right now. Downside is I only get one more piece of ice. So that's not ideal. But it's okay. As you can see, we have a much larger stack now. We're actually gonna come into Chester here. So hopefully we can get some of those to be a little bit better than others. Maybe we'll even find some more ice before the night's out that doesn't surrounded by we did, in fact. So hopefully we can find a little bit more. Oh no. I got too close. Nope, 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 nope. See, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I don't want to be by you. I promise. I'm really not trying to bother you. Really, I promise it's not the goal. Okay. So I'm doing that because the goal here is to try to get more of them up. Like, if we look at that, like, we're improving more than just one of them. Oh, I don't want to walk near that. Give that guy a wide berth so we can mine this thing of ice here. There's only one thing ice. That's a little bit of a bummer. Okay, then. We're gonna run away. Go this way. This way. I promise. I'm not trying to hurt you. Or your baby. Really not trying to hurt you or your baby. Just wanted to get some ice. Just wanted to get some ice, that's all. Just, you know, harmlessly looking for some ice. We're gonna cook these. We gotta keep an eye out for food next round, next day, because we're getting back to a not a great place. Though, we're doing better than we were those first couple days. So that's good. We'll just have to keep hoping. I really need to learn what the shortcuts for all these things are. I don't remember what they are. Alright, we're gonna come over here real quick to Chester. We're gonna take this, and this, and this, and take them all out, and then do that? Oh shit, do I need a nightmare fuel? I think I need a nightmare fuel to do this. This might not even matter. Well, let's get next to this campfire here. With this. Thank you. And then I'll look this up while it's night. Chester, don't starve! I need a blue gem. He needs a blue gem. Damn it! It's not ice, y'all. I'm in Dumbo. I'm a Dumbo. I have all this ice for, like, no reason. How do I get blue gems? Dropped by the dragonfly and the Maltbatros, but I don't... Blue gem deer. Unfortunately, not helpful. Because I don't have any of those things. Well, the good thing is, once winter hits, all of those will regrow, I guess. And until then, we just have to hope that I don't make any more critical errors like that. I guess it wasn't that bad, right? Like, I'll survive. So this is a lake. It's just gonna loop around there, so I'm not gonna follow that. I am, however, gonna check out, where was it? This little bit over here? Because I would really like to build this base today, or at least start building it. For a couple reasons. One, I really want a shovel. Not having one is starting to grate. I'd really like to be able to build, a backpack as well. It'd be really useful. I need to start hunting down, gears and blue gems. Luckily, we've got a whole bunch of graves right here, so that'll be good. Gems can frequently be found in graves, so that's really helpful, actually. So I think, no, so far we're not, like, I'm not sold on this area. So I was looking at You can turn Chester into either Snow Chester or Shadow Chester. And I really want to do Snow Chester for the aforementioned icebox reasons. Alright, so we might do that one. Alright, I think this area is going to work just fine. We've got a forest over here for easy farming. I don't see Beefalo anywhere super close, but that's okay. We'll figure it out later. Put this back in here now that those can eat all of these at least. I don't have a... I would use it in a crock pot as filler, but it will melt long before I find all the ingredients for a crock pot, I am sure. So I'm not gonna bother with that. But yeah, I think we're gonna call this as good of a spot as any. We've got a couple of different rabbit hole spots. We're not as close to Beefalo as we'd like, but I think it's got more clusters of rabbit holes than fewer, so we're gonna do that. It does mean that we're gonna start spamming the creation of these. Actually, let's... And luckily we're actually pretty close to some other stuff, so we should be good. What else can we put in Chester, though? Let's give Chester a whole bunch of stuff here real quick. Because I would like space to be able to make these without fear of just, like, exactly what's happening, basically. Alright. Fine, we'll get all those things back in a minute. One second, I gotta... This over here. Whoa! Why am I going crazy? Butts! Well, I'm glad... Apparently Willow's going crazy enough to start lighting stuff on fire. We'll have to take care of that in a second. It just means we gotta pick some some flowers, which is like... Let's go do that now. There we go. That should help a little bit. The good news is we should have gotten enough here. That should give us enough for quite some time, actually. We'll build our campfire. He has all my stones and stuff. I was about to be very concerned as to why I couldn't build a fire pit when I know I could build a fire pit. I need to... Chester, come here. Where are all the trees? Butts. And stuff. Butts, butts, and stuff. Butts, and stuff. Alright, trees. Alright. 1 second, guys. Alright. Perfect. Let's go back over here. We should have enough wood to get us through the night. Alright, but now the good news here, and the reason we really wanted to do this, is we can just start getting pretty much everything kind of prepped now, right? Which is kind of the goal here, right? So I can put down my science machine right here. We can re-equip my lighter and just try to stand right here. I need to try to bring this back up. Can I stand like right here? And still cool, I can. So I need a couple of things. The first prototype I want to build is here, and I want to build this, but Chester has these guys. So we're gonna build us a shovel. That's fine, you can just drop it on the ground for right now, but we're gonna walk over here, because that'll get us there. Cool. So we're gonna chill out here for a little, just the kind of the night, and we're gonna let that kind of go and do its thing. Because I don't want to stress it too much. My boss is texting me. Bosses. I need to we'll use one of these. I don't want to use a whole log because it's not a great use of them, but I got a whole bunch of like new locking pen backs recently. They came in this cute little case, and I have a tendency to fidget with it when I'm sitting at my desk, and I really be careful about that because it makes a lot of noise. Noisemakers. I like me some noisemakers. Why are you being so... I guess we can just use these. Thank you. Would like to stop losing... Didn't realize there was another carrot. Okay. It's fine, we should be good there. What can we do next? Well, we should probably... Alright, so we have the shovel now. Which means we're gonna go have some fun. Fun being relative. Because we're gonna come up here, we're gonna dig up a couple graves. And hope we don't go absolutely batshit crazy. What is this? Wine bottle candle? It wants to meet my lighter. Ooh, that's an amulet of life-giving. That's an old shoe. Alright, we need to hold off on this for a little bit, because we are about to go, like I said, batshit crazy. I don't see any rabbits, which is upsetting, because I can't tell. You can actually use rabbits as a gauge for how insane you are. If you're super insane, rabbits actually, look like little monsters. It's pretty funny. So I haven't found a single touchstone yet, which sucks. I haven't found... Oh, I need to put this not on my person. The good news is the lighter will slowly get us sanity back, but not super quickly. And the downside is that overnight we will lose that sanity because we will be working through dusk. Like we usually do. Because it's hours, quote unquote, of time that is just not being used otherwise. And that's a waste. I didn't find a single flower on that entire trip. Okay. This has been solely useless. We found one piece of food. One berry bush. Well, I'm glad we picked that twig before it went up in flames. Oh man, are we back over here? We're back over here, okay. We don't want to be over there. Hide our shame from forgetting how Chester works. I've never actually done this before, where I transform Chester. And I'm always torn when I do consider it between finding enough nightmare fuel to make him Shadow Chester, because Shadow Chester lets you store more items. You get a whole another row of storage space. So instead of 9, it's 12. That's kind of preposterous on a certain level. It's just a lot. So this is why we usually don't search this way. It's just not efficient. I don't know where I've been before. I don't know if I'm in new areas. I have been here before. So I'm looking for flowers. Specifically, I'm looking for flowers and food. And I found neither of these things. Which is just super upsetting. And we're losing sanity again. Well, there's a flower way up there. Hoping, there we go, found a couple. I don't need to eat them. That doesn't do anything for your sanity, but it just makes it easier than trying to find a way to stash them. Alright, well, let's head back to our camp, which should be right over this way. We unfortunately did not find a single blue gem, so there will be no transforming of Chester tonight. Kind of curious. I don't know what that thing is for. But we're just gonna, like, put it down. It looks kind of cool. Did we get a rabbit for that? I just set that up! We're gonna cook it alive. And luckily it didn't scream. Ugh. Cooking them alive is actually easier. Because they don't scream when you murder them. Because you never murder them! I mean, I guess you technically do, don't you? Because you are cooking it alive. But we're just gonna kind of forget about that part. For my sake. I try not to think too much about the poor rabbits in this game. I cannot be a vegetarian and don't starve. Unfortunately, the world of survival does not allow for vegetarians. Which is only a bit of a bummer. But alright, I want to see what phase of the moon it is. Real quick to see. Okay, it's not quite a full moon. So hopefully we might be able to get Chester transformed. But something's telling me that's probably not going to happen. But as always, I think this is going to be a little bit shorter of an episode. But as always, thanks for hanging out. Sorry, it was a little bit short today. I will see you all soon next week. Sooner, if you watch anything else. As always, check out our socials. You can see all that other stuff, see what other videos we post. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye.